Okay, well, I've seen him at Hawk, so I didn't know he was gay.
You don't even know my husband's brother.
Okay, well, I've seen him at Hawks, so I didn't know.
My husband's brother doesn't even live here.
Like I said, I've seen him at Hawks. I've seen his brother at Hawks, and like I said, I didn't want to make a big deal about it. Because I thought, well, why am I seeing the guy at Hawks on my lawn?
There's no connection.
I was trying to figure out what is the guy at Entourage. I'm aware that there's a coven. I'm aware that Yonori is a druid and that she buries babies. I'm aware I've reported to Geico, to Mr. Cooper, that babies end up missing and being put into walls. I don't want to have to report to Mr. Cooper again that the police have already been reported of Patricia Williams and Yonori Orange already burying babies in the walls. I've reported it to the elite police. They've gone up to 3820 Internet and inspected the attic from it. It's very well known that Yonori works with abortions, that she's a part of the abortion doctors. We've since been reporting it. Do you know that the FBI and CISA have been actively engaging, that there's been active warfare within this enclave, that this has been a Huggies and Pampers cult, that a lot of lesbians have been working abortions? I'm just saying there's druid artifacts that show where the babies are being dropped. So when you look at pottery and stuff on people's houses, you have to pay attention to that type of stuff, because a lot of times Yonori is able to put the babies in the wall. So when I reported this 2 years ago to the police, the fire department came. Honestly, I was looking at it, and Ingrid and the rest of the family went, no, Yahindra's not my sister. She's actually a trained ninja that worked for Beyonce. She trained as a musician. She's actually a blood ninja. I didn't know this, but she lost her eye in a mafia fight. These are very dangerous women that worked with Uma Thurman's cult. Uma Thurman is a collection of women class ninja. It's actually with Gloria Steinem, Gloria Allred. It's a number of class of women. I had to live through a traumatic childhood, and I remembered that Yonori does a lot of ninja training. So what I had to do is do my homework and figure out what was going on with my property as a gay man, because I actually live and own this property. That's the beauty of not having kids, is you get to have extra money to buy a house. So when I bought my house, I was thinking I was going to get rent. I wasn't thinking you were going to sit up and pretend to speak another language and tell me about your kids. For the last 6 months, I've been trying to get you to text me, to call me, to pay me my rent. And all you've been doing is doing offshore tactics
you haven't come by
and praying about me, Yonori being my mother. So I found out Yonori wasn't my mother. That's what's off, is Yonori's been kidnapping children for a long time and putting them in the walls. Okay, but your children are at the diapers huggy age, so I don't know what your affiliation is with Yahindra and Yonori, but I don't want you to keep throwing these little rapists and convicted goddamn killers. Did you know Yahindra has a rap sheet on the cruise, that she drowned a little girl in the ocean and that girl actually brought her to jail? Do you know that Yahindra Maxey, the daughter of Yonori, has a time sentence, and that they both traveled and hopped during COVID and became national prisoners? That's kind of what I'm talking to you about, is I don't want you affiliating my life with these criminals, because I didn't know they were living a secret life. I thought she was grandmother and mother. Yeah, but we're going back to court because I have to file another eviction notice against you. I'm going there now. Because Anna was my last tenant that went missing. Her body has been missing, and I don't know if she's in the house, if Yonori's been burying children, what she's been burying around this house. So I want you to be aware that I don't want you paying Yonori anymore. I don't want Yonori paying her, because your cooperation with her is creepy, girl. And first of all, I wanted you to pay me because I didn't want you to be that affiliated and that tied with her. I've been trying to get property access to my property as an owner, because I'm the owner. I don't have to give you a lease as the owner of the property. No, I don't. I own this property. It's still mine. I don't have to give you a lease. I just need to declare you as a squatter who lacks rent. And you haven't paid me rent. You paid me. I've got $900 receipt from her. You telling them to pay me some random amount for my mortgage and to go through my passwords to pay my mortgage is unacceptable, okay? Their late payments to my mortgage is why I'm here. I have to find Greg DeVille, because Greg DeVille is a missing person that keeps popping in and out, acting as Mark A. Whitman and acting as different realtors. So I'm trying to track down Greg DeVille, and you're telling me you last saw him in August.
Yeah, when he came and replaced the water.
Right, but I never approved for Greg to do water heater bills. And I'm not approving someone who's my accused rapist to sit up and keep working through business and hiring Greg through her. Yonori is my accused rapist that worked me into drugs and with another tall man. I don't want to play this game. Your brother actually works at that same gay sex club. So when I keep talking to you, it's because I actually know these men personally. I've seen them naked. I know them. So you telling me that's your husband and it's your iron bars and these are your Huggies babies? I'm I'm not even that impressed, okay? I've had to work really hard with the state to figure this information out. So when I talk to the police, I'm telling them I'm the owner.
I'm waiting for you.
I'm not giving you a lease, okay? I'm going to evict you because I don't like that you keep paying this lady and you hinder to secondhand pay me, all right? Thank you.
No, you need